Hi folks, I'm Tristan from the School of Synthesis, here with the Melbourne Instruments NINA Synth. It's this really cool analog digital hybrid synth, which of course has these motorized knobs which move by themselves. So what I wanted to do here was just play a couple of my favorite sounding presets, which I put together into a bit of a song. A lot of the time these presets have an A layer and a B layer, and using the morph knob you're able to morph from one layer into the other, and it's really cool seeing all those motorized knobs move as it evolves from one sound into the other. So enjoy! So here I have my MIDI keyboard connected to the Nina directly via a MIDI cable, just going straight into the back. And in order to load a preset on the Nina, I first press the load button, then press bank to select a bank or a category of presets, select a bank and press enter, then scroll through the list of presets and press load to load that preset. And like I mentioned before, a lot of these presets have both an A layer and a B layer, and we can jump between those two by pressing the A/B button. So as you can hear, these are two very different types of sounds, but they're both saved within the same preset, and we can see exactly what's happening to the sound because all the knobs move as we jump between the two layers. So we can see the oscillator levels jumping around, we can see the oscillator shapes changing as well, And we can also see this morph knob moving. So the morph knob is another way in which we can move between the two layers. But instead of jumping sharply between the two, like with the A B button, this will smoothly transition from one into the other. And of course, one of the cool things about using the morph knob is we don't need to jump completely between the two layers. We can leave the knob somewhere in the middle where we end up with this cool sort of hybrid sound somewhere in between the two. For example, all the way on the very left, we have this very strong stepped effect. Whereas on the right, we have more of a traditional polysynth sound. So if we leave the knob somewhere in the middle, we end up with a cool mix somewhere in between those two extremes. One of the presets which I really like, which uses this functionality, is called Hybrid Pad, and it's within the pads category. Now this pad's A layer has a very bright, very sharp, sort of metallic digital kind of sound to it. I guess this is due in part to the Nina's third wavetable oscillator, but if we move over to the B layer, we get a much more soft, analog, gentle type of pad sound. And we can see that in the B layer, oscillator 3 has been turned all the way down. But when we start using the morph knob to morph between the two layers, we get this really cool sort of hectic transition.